Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. So, I've got an interesting reading here for you. I'm not really sure where this is going to lead us yet, but let's see. We've got the crossroad, the clouds, the scythe, the garden, and the bouquet. So, the crossroad indicates your path. Um, it also is like with clouds, it's like you don't know what to do about something. The scythe, which can sometimes be negative, is not. It's neutral this time, and it just means sudden. The garden is a group of people. Um, so it looks like you have sudden visibility from a group of people. And bouquet means that it's going to turn out well. So you've got like the conundrum here, and then you've got the answer to it right away. So let's see. The garden, by the way, I believe are a group of people that you know. I don't think that the garden is like a large group of people, like social media or anything like that. I think this is like closer friend group, but a number of people, like it's not a small group either. Um, the garden, by the way, each of the cards in the Lenormand have a number. The garden is number 20, and for some reason, my eyes, when I was talking about the number of people, shifted to the number 20. So the spirit is telling me that it's like, you know, 20 friends, a group of around 20 people that you know that have suddenly taken notice of you for something. Not sure yet what that is. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So Nine of Pentacles is in the center, which tells us that you are being seen as someone who's successful. So there's something that you're doing right that people are starting to notice. Um, and with the bouquet there, I don't think this is like jealousy. I think this is more like people being impressed and inspired by you, which is nice to hear for once. Because there have been a lot of the other signs that, they're living their best life and putting their new lives together, and people are hating on them, you know? So it's nice to see that you've got a group of people around you that are, hold on, okay, group of people around you that are supportive and inspired by you. At least it's nice. But I guess that's reflective of cancers. You guys are the nurturers, so a lot of you attract, friends that are more loving than not. Okay, look at you. Here's the bouquet there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this very much reflects these first two Lenormand cards. This is you on your road and you pausing to in kind of exhaustion but in this case, kind of confusion, like how am I going to proceed here? The Hermit, you'll figure it out. You take a little bit of time to yourself, you'll get it. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this is you starting to be successful at whatever it is that you do. Entrepreneurship or something. You're selling something, perhaps. Here is the clouds, right? This is the crossroads, the clouds, the moon is not seeing things clearly. What do we have under here? Six of Pentacles. You see, this like totally tells the story of Lenormand here. Six of Pentacles is about generosity. So, Six of Pentacles, um, you see how he's standing here giving money to people. They almost look like poor panhandlers, But this card, very much like the death card, the death card almost never means death. Sometimes, on a rare occasion, it means physical death, but it's very, very rare. For this card, it's very rare that it's indicating actual money changing hands. This is even headed, good hearted, but even headed giving. You know, this is the opposite of overgiving. This is conscientious, smart giving. And this is probably, and how do we know this? Because this guy's holding a platform scale here that indicates balance. So this is the right kind of giving. And this is your generosity in telling people about your business and how you did what you did and not hoarding the information. That's lovely, Cancer. You guys are so sweet and you always want to help people and nurture people. You're the kind of person who wants to see everybody win is what this is. And that's what the bouquet is indicating here too. Who's winning here? The garden. And you for your good karma. You're doing well. And you're exactly the type of person that more people out there should be. Like, you're doing well. Help others get a leg up too. This is the perfect light worker. So, what else we have here? Okay, this is I'm sure most of you are familiar with this now. This is one of the wild cards, and if the wild cards have descriptive pictures on them, I always keep them in. So this is a childlike wonder, uh, looking up at doves, which indicate spirit. It's God. So to me, this means a very close, strong spiritual connection. So I never really include those in readings. I keep those as bonuses. So let's grab another card. Can we have one more card, Spirit, please? And going straight to the outcome here, this is rapid success. Cancer, shoot me a comment. Let me know what you're doing. What kind of business or what kind of success is this? I'd love to know. You start a business. I just saw a donut. We have bakers out there, or am I just hungry? I'm craving sweets. It's one of these. I want these two as well. We'll talk about these in a moment. So we have Three of Cups. Here's you celebrating with your friends. Oh, Cancer, you guys are, that's lovely. I really am blessed. I'm blessed that I have viewers that are so kind-hearted and high vibrational. The Chariot. Not knowing exactly how to proceed, but you're still, following your heart and being gracious and you winning and continuing to win and moving towards your light and, moving on your spiritual path. Beautiful. Knight of Cups. This is you being generous and loving towards others. Cancer hugs. I just finished watching the news, okay? The local news. And it's just, watching the news always, it always breaks my heart, but I do it anyway because I like to stay informed. But, it's disappointing when you see the things that people do. Um, and it makes you, just a little bit of loss of faith in humanity type of, you know what I'm talking about when you watch the news. You're like, the world is going mad. Oh my God, you know? And then having this reading after, it's just, I love to be reminded that the world hasn't gone completely mad. There are still some lovely people out there. Look at you. This is this is the garden approaching you. And this is you being giving and sweet and being generous. Um, the Three of Pentacles, by the way, I didn't say, were the extra two cards that came out. Three of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Forgive me for you guys who are just listening. I try and remember that some of you are listening only and not watching. So, yeah, Three of Pentacles. It's just the whole thing repeats the same thing. It tells this beautiful story of you giving of yourself and answering questions and but see the clouds means that you're kind of overwhelmed by it. Um so maybe it's become It's become a little cumbersome for you where, you're on your chariot here. You got stuff to do where you have people asking too many questions in the way that they're not letting you go about your business. Um, let's see. Yeah, I guess let's see. Or you want to do this might hurt. We'll do these. Okay. And kind of the hanged man. Okay. There's something you're not seeing because it's reversed. Okay, the world means this is spirit saying whatever it is that you're worried by, not to worry about it, it's going to work out anyway. Okay. It's yes, yes, yes. What else we got here, spirit? So Knight of Wands is the dynamic. Yeah, see, there's the world. This is Four of Wands, which it's often called like the marriage card, but it's in this context, it's talking about your high vibrational relationship with your friend. And it's good to see someone that's in touch with their soul tribe, too, is another thing. That a great many of us, almost all of the signs cancer, are like, I'm alone. When's my, I took out all the garbage in my life. There's nobody left. Where's my soul tribe? Almost everybody, I'm telling you. You're like the only sign that's like, oh, living your best life over here with your friends. Yeah, yeah, you're working. Okay, yes. I see it very clearly. Yeah, this is kind of what I already said. First of all, what I think you might not be seeing here, you're not seeing the forest for the trees in the way that whatever it is that you're doing, you're absolutely on your life's path and you are very much enjoying it, right? Because when one is on their life path, things start happening quickly, right? Here's the Eight of Wands, and it's very fulfilling, and the more you move along your path, the faster you want to go. You're like, yes, more, 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 you know, which is natural. And this is you, Nine of Wands, doing stuff. Wands is action. And you're like, there you are on the horse, like more, 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 you know. But Four of Wands is talking about the garden and how you're meant to take the garden along with you in your work. And the Eight of Pentacles here is saying you might be a hair too absorbed in the work. Just a hair. I'm not saying stop. Right. Okay. So strength reversed is saying it's reinforcing what I'm saying, pretty much. It's like don't forget your heart, and don't, because her strength is derived from her upper chakras, her heart chakra, her crown chakra, her third eye chakra, her throat chakra, you know? Um, and this over here is you working, and the pentacles represent the material world. So the strength reversed is telling you that there's just the smallest bit of imbalance here where you're a little too focused on the pentacles. The pentacles are going to be there. And the reason why, eh, look at the Six of Pentacles. The reason why you're so successful is because you're supposed to be leading this garden, the bouquet. The garden is part of your path. And maybe some of you are just now realizing that you're light workers. Yeah. A small number of you know that you're light workers already, but most of you out there are unaware that you are light workers. Now you might have heard this term, and there was someone else there was a like a timeless video that I was talking about light workers too. And this makes sense too with the astrology and how we've come through this new portal. And a lot of people are changing paradigms, and there's all sorts of things that are happening afresh in their lives. And for a lot of people is a higher level of ascension where they've come to the realization that they are light workers. And a light worker is simply someone who agreed before they were born to help to lead others toward their ascension, toward their light. Because the light workers have been sent. Some people call them star seeds as well. So the light workers have been sent to guide people because there are a whole lot of people on this earth who are lost, right? Like I was just talking about the news, all the people that you see on the news, they lose their minds. And you're like, oh my God. And I'm not saying either that you're supposed to seek out those cuckoo people and lead them. No, no. I'm just saying each light worker has their own task and their own group that they're supposed to be leading. Um, and for the most part, it's all about just simply being you, and that's what you're doing. You're over here leading your best life, but setting a really great example. And you know what? I look at the Ace of Wands. As long as this says, as long as you are on your path, you will always have ideas. You will always win. You'll be celebrating and continue to celebrate. So make sure that all of us need to be constantly aware of what's going on with our subconscious and our root chakras, right? And that our root chakras, our egos, can really get us into trouble, lead us astray. right? Lead us to do things that we regret later, that kind of thing. Can lead us to lack mentality. That comes in many, many forms. But for you, this is kind of a lesser form of lack mentality where you feel like, not now, I got to do this before I lose it. You're not going to lose it. Whatever's meant for you is always going to be there. So don't worry about, oh, I got to hurry up and get these clients or whatever it is. It's going to be there. Just justice. There's the equal measure that I was talking about. Equal measure, good karma. You'll always be rewarded for helping others. There's always a caveat with that, right? We always need to make sure that we're not overgiving. Um, but you're doing it correctly, so I don't even think I need to give you that caveat. I'm just myself coming out of the overgiving stage, so whenever I'm telling people to be generous, I'm like, oh, be careful that you're not being too generous. So, but yeah, I'm projecting. This is not your problem. You seem like you've got it together, Cancer. Oh, you've got messages from Lord Ganesha. Hmm, one more, please, Village. Thank you. Okay. Revelation. Yeah. What I'm, first of all, what I'm saying to you is after you click off of this video a few days from now, as you're going about your life, your mind is going to come back to this video and you're going to be like, oh, I see what she means. Um, but also, see, Ganesh is here acting this out, looking down at this light here. The revelation, as if he's just discovering this light. This is you discovering that you're a light worker. All of you that are watching this are light workers. Clear your energy. Okay, so this is spiritual maintenance that one needs to do when they're around people, especially when you're giving of yourself, right? I was talking about be careful you're not over giving and stuff, but even when you're giving in a healthy way, you see one of your friends, you have lunch with them, or you speak to them on the phone, and you're telling them, I don't know how to edit videos or how your delivery service works, whatever it is that you're being generous with, you know, those um those sessions that you're having with people afterward, some kind of a salt bath or whatever is spiritual baths are very helpful. Um Florida water is one of my favorites. And there's rue cologne that I love to put in my bath as well. I love the smell of rue. Joy. That's just the state of that you're in. I really feel like you're enjoying yourself. But Spirit is also talking about there's more to come and that there's joy in helping others. Because if you see here, there's a little mouse that he's got his attention on. And in this case, the mouse represents your friends and, how they haven't quite gotten to the success level that you have yet. But, you know, they're working towards it. And, there's a lot of joy to be found in that. Cultivation, yes, of your friendships, of your relationships in your life, which will in turn be just as rewarding for you. Wow, lovely Cancer. I'm very like I want to cry. This makes me so happy. There's not. This is the first reading that I can think of that there's like nothing at all heavy, no arguments, you know, no solace I have to dole out to anyone. This is all happy, high vibrational loveliness. Um, let's see. I don't know that you need any advice. Yeah, spirit's like no, there's you don't need advice cards. We this is pretty much the message. Cancer, you don't need any guidance other than this. Keep going. Keep leading. Keep loving. Love and many blessings to you, Cancer. Lovely.